All right, we don't have much time. I'm giving myself 1 hour to take this loop idea that I have recorded and just turn it into a track. I made this a while back, so let's see how far we can get. Timer starts now. Okay, so this is the idea here. So there's a lot of vocals. This was made with my 606 and the black box, and then I just kind of recorded some chords in here. And this is my main chunk of material here. And what I want to do with this is I'm going to just hit Command and D and paste this across basically until where I need it to end, which is about 5 minutes and 5 minutes and 20 seconds. That's usually where I end up kind of ending tracks around. Look, let's see, is that right on the money? Boom, 5 minutes, 20 seconds, 120 BPM, easy peasy. Now, how do we get the first 16 bars done? Right, that's this here. And actually, I just kind of accidentally answered my question, which is I accidentally soloed this here. And while I'm here, let me put this into geezer mode so y'all can follow along a little better. So we're here and I accidentally soloed just the drums. So I'm gonna just hit 0 to disable these clips. I kind of like doing this instead of hitting delete, because I don't know, I like to maybe keep some of this stuff later on, and it's easy to just kind of like highlight a small section and hit 0 and bring it back in. But that's besides the point. So let's listen to the drums now. Yeah, this is easy. We'll do that to kind of keep it interesting. And I'm gonna go ahead and copy that. And then here, since this is the 8-bar mark, you can also hear it's a little sloppy. Oh, no. Okay. You can see that the first hit of basically everything right on the 1, because everything was synced up, is off. The trials and tribulations of hardware, right? So an easy fix is just to find another kick that is not on the very first beat and put that down where it needs to be, which in this case is here. So you can see it already shifted over a little bit. That's fine. Little crossfade, bring this over here. And the way I'm getting this to move without locking to the grid is you hold down Command. So this is a great way to kind of get granular with it, if you will. And now we have this perfect little 8-bar loop. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select from the 9, and I'm gonna go all the way to the beginning and again hit Command J, and that's gonna consolidate that into an 8-bar clip. How are we doing on time? 52, dude, I spent 8 minutes just getting the kick down. Okay, so now that the kick's fixed, I'm gonna go ahead and copy paste this across the whole thing. And there might be a couple other little percussion things that start like right on the 1, whatever. The rest, we will survive. So this is the intro. Now I want something to come in here. This bass line, maybe we can bring in. Bring it way down. We need to auto filter that. Okay, that's fine, but I actually don't like this coming in. To me, it's a little cheese ball. But here's the tricky thing, right? Like, I'm making music kind of for DJs, not for Spotify. So I have these long intros so you can mix in, but I still want to keep it interesting enough and without having to have to go and do like a radio mix. So I think I'm just gonna bring the chords in here. So the shaker comes in and the chords. That's cool. Select our kick, hit 0. Vocals need to stay out. Bass line needs to stay out. Maybe this bass line can come in here. And then we'll zoom in here and then just bring this in. Wow. Way too many things happening at once. So I am gonna mute all of these. And another thing that's bugging me is that if you look at live, there's like a light gray, 2 squares here, and then a dark gray. These are pretty good indicators of kind of keeping you on track, right? So basically this is 8 bars, 16 bars. In the house world, you kind of work in these 8-bar movements. but then I like to have these 16 bar kind of phrases. I don't even know if I'm saying any of this correctly, but this is like a cool little breakdown. And if we stick kind of like Detroit house style, they kind of just bring stuff in whenever they want, which is super dope. So maybe I'll kind of just let this live as like a little 8 bar.
Let's get out tonight. Let's go dance tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this section here, hit 0, and then select this section here and hit 0. And the cool part about disabling these clips is if I were to select this section here and duplicate it, it's gonna mute those parts again for me. But if those were just deleted and then I were to do that, it just does what we just had, right? But what's cool is maybe I want all the vocals to come in here and just a little tease of it here, because if I'm looking at these like gray bars again down here, this here is a nice 16 bar point for me to bring basically everything else in. Okay, so we're missing something, which is an open hat. I kind of like this one here. And I want it to be cut off by the kick. 2, 3, select this whole section, and then boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna hit Command J, consolidate. We can just let this be here for that long, and this is gonna be really loud, so I'm gonna bring it all the way down and then just use my ear.
Let's go dance tonight. Let's get the feeling right. Let's do something tonight.
That's cool, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw an EQ8 on it real fast, just because it goes slow out. And I wanna put an auto filter on this as well. In our chords, Command L to loop it.
Let's go dance tonight.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, I'm gonna hit A to show our automation lane for this. So I'm gonna put a dot here and then bring this up and hold down Option just to kind of change the curve of how it comes into this section. And I'm gonna look into this section here, hit A to get out of our automation. Hold down Command, hit 0. That's cool. And then we just need like a little bit of a reverse crash. This is cool. I don't even know what it is, but we're gonna cut a lot of it out. Now that we're here, Command F, EQ8, and yeah, hell yeah, that's totally it.
Let's get out tonight. Let's go dance tonight. Let's get the
Yeah, I love these like long rhythmic delays, because I already got one there. So now that this is here, I'm gonna go ahead and use this as another moment to bring in some, actually, you know what? I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. What I just did was I focused too much on just this like drop. And I focused on it so much that I mentally am further in the track than where I really am. So we're in a good spot here, right? I thinking like, all right, let's introduce a new breakdown, but we just got out of this breakdown. So this is like where the track kind of begins, right? So there's all this, and then boom, the whole vocals come in.
Let's get out tonight. Let's go dance tonight.
That's fine. Now I'm gonna jump over here and let the other vocals kind of come in as well. We're still gonna keep the shaker out. So I'm gonna just duplicate this to mute this section here.
That's what I want. Let's get out.
And then same thing, we're gonna bring our filter back up, hold down Command, give ourselves a little bit of a swoop.
Let's do something tonight.
Look into here,
Let's go dance tonight.
take out these here, hit 0.
That's what I want. Let's get out tonight.
This is cool, and I need to get these vocals out, and I'm actually gonna zoom in and let them ride just this section here. So we're gonna unturn, what is 0 actually called? Or what is it like actually? Disable, we're gonna undisable? Activate? What's the opposite of disable? I don't have time to figure that out. This really ties in this whole like loop. I'm gonna just get that last one out. What if it just went to complete silence? That's cool, and I like the bass line kind of coming in. Oh, you know what we need? We need strings. Of course, every single time we need strings. The same strings every time. Here they are. I don't know what key this track's in. whatever. Here we go for the high pitch one. Do I sit here and grab all 16 bars? No. But to keep this interesting across this whole 8-bar section, I'm gonna just copy these, what is that, 6 bars? And I'm gonna duplicate this and add a little bit of a fade and do the same thing. And a little bit of a fade. And now we have this like rolling sample, I guess you can say, across this whole section that's gonna kind of forever be changing almost polyrhythmically, or I don't know what the correct term everybody's saying is nowadays, but you know what I'm saying. It's like off enough that you won't be able to catch it because everything else is moving on 8 bars and 16 bars, and then there's just this thing. So now that I have this entire giant section with the looping, I'm gonna hit Command J. It might have been easier to just record 16 bars at this point, but now that I have this here as a solid clip, I'm gonna go ahead and just do this, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. And for that ending part, I'm gonna Option and click and slide this over, and that will give me my ending. But because this starts kind of somewhere random, it's gonna be fine. And no one's gonna leave the dance floor, is what I tell myself. Okay, so I don't like my singing at the beginning of this. But I like the I don't think you know. So again, 0 is gonna be your best friend here. So let's try that. That's cool. And then again, Command J to consolidate that into a new clip. And same thing, boom, 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 boom. Am I in just C major? Oh well, C major kind of worked. Sounds kind of pretty. Let's see if I can nail it here. All right, I think that's there. There's something there. And I want this to happen maybe this often. Oh, that's not correct. This often. No, that's too often. This often. There we go. Every 32 bars. It's basically here and then at the end, right? Now, I'm gonna open up another audio track. We're gonna arm this. Get rid of these. And I'm gonna hit record, and we're just gonna see what we come up with. Yeah, there's something there. There's something there. Yeah, this is good. I like this a lot. And again, similar to the string theory, I'm gonna loop this. So I wanna go from here to here and then hit Command L. Now that's the loop. And we can just drag this out. And similar to the string theory, I've looped 5 like little piano licks of this so that it forever kind of changes. And again, we're kind of building the track up, even though we originally started with that big chunk of marble. A, A, D, A. Okay, A, D, A. Yeah, let's try that. And now we're on like a little grand piano. Okay, cool. So again, I took 6 and loop 6. Now we have this weird 5-6 thing kind of just forever rotating on top of itself. And I'm just doing this as a big swath because what's cool with this is look at the loop points. They're kind of always shifting on and off. If I wanted to take both of these off for this section here, they're gonna fall off differently from one another, right? And then, you know, same thing with the whole beginning and then where they come back in. It's gonna be on different licks, even though they're trying to play the same thing. So this is cool. Ah, this part's just muddy. But let me group these and then let's see what happens if I just solo, or not solo, but just let this one part live here. And I put a delay on here. Let's do a 16th, which is a bar. I'm unmuting or re-enabling, whatever the correct word is, different ones at different times. Okay, so that was all kinds of jacked up. All right. So this is cool. Then we're just gonna take the kick out here for a little bit. Let's bring this part back in. And we're gonna bring the kick back in early. And the strings are still a little loud, so we'll bring them way back. And then same with this part, we'll just let that do it once. And then for this ending part, just get rid of it, hit 0 completely. And I'm gonna do something my homie Craig Williams, shout out Craig Williams, check out his YouTube channel. He teaches you a lot of awesome stuff. He taught me this to help out with drum mixing. So this is our little shaker thing. This is without the reverb. I'm gonna turn the wet all the way up. Our stereo is pretty high. And I'm gonna just adjust these settings a little bit. No pre-delay. Decay really short. And all this has really done is just taken the sound and put in it and has put it really wide, right? But we can bring in some of the dry, which is more centered here. And that just kind of helps like widen where that is percussion wise, if that makes any sense. I might have said that way too fast. How are we on time? Oh, 18 minutes. Psh, we got a dance break here. We got plenty of time. Maybe somewhere in here, I need to like rethink how this stuff kind of happens. Open this up a little bit here, get rid of that. Where's the kick come out from? The kick comes out right around this time too, so. What if we just left the bass out? And then what if we brought this one in, got rid of this? Yeah, this is cool. And then we're gonna get rid of this.
Let's get out tonight. Let's go dance tonight.
Oh, yes, 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 this is it. Say the most with the leads. Yeah, now we can just start building this down. Okay, we're onto something. But what I was saying a second ago is that there's no real X factor. And when looking at things like this, take a look at this whole beginning section. Our drums are just like blasted in, right? There's not really much going on in the beginning to like kind of keep things interesting. Taking out that little shaker crash thing here kind of helps. And then I wonder if that means I can elongate the roll in of this here. And then does this come in full on? Let's bring it down. Let's go a little shark fin, some Sharknado up in here. Yeah, this is cool. I'm down with this. Back to what I was saying. No X factor, right? We need, I don't know, like something else. And I don't know where that something else is gonna come from. This is always the tricky part, right? Unison. Oh man, what is the X factor? I don't know what it's gonna be. I thought we had plenty of time for a dance break, but now we don't have time for anything. We got 10 minutes. What can we do? Oh yeah, now we're talking. Oh, this is cool. Let's just hit record and see what we get. Okay, that's good enough as ever to then go and look at this. Now, it's really quiet. That's okay. I'm gonna just bump the gain up so we can see the transients, but I'm gonna bring this way down. So we bumped it up by basically 18, so I'm gonna lower this by 18, so we're still kind of in the same ballpark. Let's look at this first note. There we go. We're just trying to get this to line up so that it sounds like it was played intentionally. Now, I just need this to end kind of smoothly, which is with this. Please don't tell me I hit the wrong note here. Now this is cool. I like this a lot. I'm actually gonna cut this and put it here. just when his kicks come out, and then I believe our chord section here filters down. So we're going to introduce a lot of elements here, but I think it's going to be okay. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this is fine. Now I'm going to go into saturator on our drums real fast just to get a little more life into them. Whoa, saturator looks crazy now. And I'm going to bump this up quite a bit. I really like what saturator does. Yeah, look, now that like other little piano part that I put in here, this just ain't working for me. But you know what I'm gonna try instead is I'm gonna just try and loop this, see what this does. Oh, that is dope. Okay, we got something on the drums, pumping it up. I'm gonna go into our kick, put an EQ8 on it, and find where the resonant is. Bump that up just a little bit. Onto a really sharp cutoff out before that. Call this kick. Now on every other element, we're gonna put a compressor. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh man, I'm afraid to check the clock. Side chain. Let's go kick. And turn the gain up a little bit. So I'm just selecting this and holding down Option to quickly copy and paste it wherever it needs to go. And a lot of this is actually going to end up coming out in the wash when we go to do like a quick mix. For now, I think we just have a limiter on here. We're not even close to where it needs to be volume-wise, which is okay. But what I'm going to do is do the Ricky T secret sauce right before the limiter. And this, I'm just going to be able to push these a little higher into where they want to be. So a little bit of a mid push. All right, let me turn this down so we can really start pushing this just a bit more. And if you want access to this, I have a link to it down below, by the way. That's cool. So now our input gain, we can really start pushing this, bringing this down. That's cool. I'm fine with that a little bit every now and then. Do the bass come back in here? Let's see. Yeah, I'm down with this. And I don't know about you, but this is like slightly off and it's actually bugging me right now. I can totally hear it. So I'm gonna again slip this within its destination. Slippity doo dah, slippity day. Maybe I completely forgot to sync all this stuff up, but that's it. All right, I had this track for a while and I finally was able to get around to finishing it or getting close to, right? Who knows? Like we still have 20 seconds. We'll kind of see where this goes. I really am curious about how it sounds with this little section here where the kicks kind of come out. And you know what? We can go ahead and add one more of these real fast before the timer goes off. Just a little reverse. But my friends, that's it. 1 hour. Go make some music. Come on, you can do this. Yep, there it is. All right. Repeat. No. That was enough. That was enough. But yo, I appreciate you, my friend. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for coming by. Hopefully you learned something. I really hope you go and make some music. And just do something with your life. I'm kidding. You don't have to. You can slob out. I hope I'm not making anybody feel seen. But yeah, just go make a tune. Let's get out tonight. It's a great feeling. Let's get out tonight. Let's go dance tonight. Let's get the feeling right. Let's do something tonight.